$50 silver chaos. What do I mean by that? We're going to dive into that, folks. Getting a lot of comments about this. I know there's a lot of worry about $50 silver. What's going to happen? Look, I'll tell you right off the bat. I'll tell you what I think might happen. Okay? That is what I'm going to say today. We're going to talk about, is the government coming to confiscate your silver, your gold? Talk about that as well. Also, I found another deal on eBay. We will talk about that as well in the video. A little bit at a time, folks. That is how I'm stacking. So please like the video, share the video. Don't forget about the Pinback giveaway coming up. You must be subscribed to enter with that. So we will talk about that as well. Let's just get into it, folks. $50 silver chaos. I keep hearing people say in the comment section or at the shop, when silver hits $50 an ounce, I'm selling. Keep this in mind. We talked about these type of videos before, but it's getting more and more people. I don't know if they understand or they're trying to cash out, trying to make a profit. Okay, that's all fine. Okay, I don't see a problem with that. Keep in the back of your minds, folks. This is losing value every single flipping day. That is what's going on. I understand the theory behind the $50 silver. Oh, it's going to get to 50, it's going to collapse again. If we go back in time, in the 1980, I was born in 1980, so I don't have no really inkling. I can only go on information I'm getting from the owner of the shop, the older people that are older than me, of what happened in 1980, folks. We got the Hunt brothers, okay? Let's look it up. I'm not going to get into that at all because what they did was not too great, but we had high inflation, okay? Back in 1980. Next time silver hit right about $50 an ounce, depending what chart you're looking at. If you were looking at the futures chart, if you're looking at the spot chart back in 1980, it was right around $50. Some charts were even saying 51 and change, depending on what exactly method you're using. Leave it there for a moment. People are so, most of us remember 2011 like it was yesterday, where silver got up to its all-time high. Yes, it crashed. Why did it crash? Well, really don't know why it crashed. People are selling. That has something to do with it, folks. COMEX had something to do with it. Times were different in 2011 than they are now. Look, our government, the United States government, has spent money in record numbers. Really started in 2001 to 2000 era time. Okay, we really started ramping up the debt. Look, we had 9/11 that happened. Okay, speed it up until, you can say, the bank crisis of 2007, 2008. Speed it up there. Remember, 2007, 2008 time frame, silver didn't reach $50 in 2011. It was after the financial crisis, folks. We were just starting to come out of it. Have we really recovered from the financial crisis? Probably no. We're still seeing stores getting shut down. We're still seeing businesses going out of business. We're seeing everything just getting knocked down with jobs. We had COVID that hit us. That took more jobs away, folks. We're still losing jobs to this day. $50 silver. Look, this is my theory. It might not be the right theory. I may be getting it all wrong. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not selling that $50 silver. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm only selling when I need. If this is still around, folks, I need more of that. Trade it back into fiat paper. That is when I'm selling it. We can't get caught up on one single price. And I know $50 for a lot of people is that threshold. What happens? What's going to come first? Are we going to see $50 silver first come out, folks? Or are we going to see the US dollar collapse before $50 silver? One way or another, the dollar is going to collapse. All fiat currency goes to fiat heaven. Be careful. Be careful with that thinking, folks. I think what's going to happen is people are going to be coming in to the coin shops, probably call channel sponsor Pinbacks up and say, are you willing to buy my server at $50, $51 an ounce? They're going to say yes. We're going to say yes. We have melters, folks, that can melt the stuff down quickly. There's going to be demand on the back side of it that people are going to fear missing out and buy it at the all-time high once again. And I think we're going further than that. Be very careful. Look, before you say you're going to do something, be sure what the times are. Because could we hit $50 silver by the end of this year? Absolutely. Could it take another year? Absolutely. Look at the times we're in, folks. Look at your grocery bill. Look at your light bill. You really want to cash this stuff in for this when you really don't need it? Think about what I just said there. Do you really want to cash it in when you really don't need the paper money? If the paper money is still around when you do cash it in. We're going digital, folks. We're going more and more digital every single day. It's just they're not going to do it all at once. Okay, it's going to leave the older population behind because a lot of the older population, like my grandmother, don't know how to use a computer. She don't have a smartphone. There are people still out there that don't know how to use a smartphone, like my grandmother. Love her to death. She's just not educated enough to try. I try to show her how to use the computer. She don't want nothing to do with it. I mean, she's barely can tap a credit card on at the store, folks, and tap and go. Like I said, this is what they want to do, is little by little, folks. Look, they came out with the chips, folks, on the credit cards. Remember that? They still had them on the cards, folks. Then they come up with the tap and goes. What's next? What's really next, folks? You don't think the dollar's going away eventually? All fiat, like I said, I'll say it again, all fiat currency goes to fiat heaven. We're going to need this for peer-to-peer trading, folks. Your Walmarts may not take it right off the bat. Your Kroger stores, your grocery stores, probably not going to take it right off the bat. It's going to start small, folks. Just like the mom and pop stores back in the day, then these big corporations came in and knocked them out. Most of them, there's still a few mom and pop stores around. There's still localized restaurants around. But they're trying to compete with the bigger restaurants, bigger chain restaurants. And a lot of times these local restaurants, their food tastes much, much better than these corporation, like Applebee's, Ruby Tuesdays, if they're still around. They're all gone around here. I mean, Subway used to be pretty good. Not anymore, in my opinion. The bread tastes like cotton batting. That's what it tastes like to me. But besides the point, think about trading silver for gold, maybe. Maybe the ratio will drop down when silver hits to $50 an ounce. Think about it. If you're going to get cash for your silver, folks, make sure you're using the cash up pretty quickly. Make sure you have a gosh darn good reason to do it. Maybe buy a house, maybe buy a car, whatever. Whatever the case may be. I cannot give financial advice, and I'm starting to give a little bit of financial advice, but me personally, I'm not giving up my silver for cash unless I need to. Period. I did that already. I lost sleep over that because I didn't have enough cash on the sidelines, folks. We need some cash on the sidelines. Before we get into the next subject about government compensation, I said it wrong, but you guys know what I mean. Let's talk about Pinbacks. Pinbacks is donating, giving away, folks, 5 1-ounce silver bars. I'm going to mention this every single video until the end of the giveaway, folks. They have upped their game, folks. The first giveaway was 3 ounces from them. They've upped the game to 5 ounces. If you want these Frontier Mint bars for the holiday, for Memorial Day, you still got a few days left to guarantee on time. 4th of July is coming up. They're minted right here in the United States, folks. The winner will receive 5 of these. I've also included a 1-ounce Silver Eagle and a Franklin Mint Proof Franklin Half 1961. I'll put the link to the video in the comment section below, folks. If you're eligible, sign up for it. You must be subscribed for 1. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, you must live in the United States. It don't matter to me how much silver you have, how much gold you have. If you're eligible, just enter, folks. You can always give it away to somebody else that has less than you. Just saying. Don't be afraid. I don't keep no addresses. That gets deleted right off my computer. As soon as I receive your address, I print it. The shipping label. I take the address off. Your information goes nowhere with me. Nowhere. I just want to make that very transparent. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks, folks. They're running low on the Britannia 10-ounce silver bars. They're running low once again on the Canadian Royal Mint silver bars. We know there's a silver bar shortage. Some people don't think so still. That's okay. I can't help everybody. I understand what people are seeing out there. Your shops look full, plenty online, yada, yada, yada. But what I'm telling you, what's going on behind the scenes, right now you walk into the coin shop I work at, we got so-called plenty of stuff, folks, but we are short on 10-ounce silver bars. The only 10-ounce silver bar right now we have in stock are the RCM bars. We got some Hitachi coming in this week. Rest of it looks pretty well stocked, folks, right now. That is right now. What's coming behind the scenes, when that inventory starts depleting, folks, you're going to see more outages. I know you're not seeing it now. I can only warn what may be coming, and I hope it's just a small hiccup. I really hope that the supply line gets a little bit easier to get silver and gold, folks. But as of I'm talking to you right now, that's not the case. All right? That's not the case. Right now, we are having a hard time, or not so much ordering, we're getting the stuff in. But when our bullion dealer says, okay, I can only let you have 1 case of the Asahi 10-ounce bars, that's concerning. He's only got 6 in. I understand his point. He was trying to spread them out to other coin shops. I understand that. No, we just don't use the bullion dealer. We buy from the public folks too. We're not seeing a ton. We're seeing some sales, okay? We're seeing some sales. We're not seeing a lot. So with that being said, thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Folks, check them out. Something you're interested, I highly, not advisement. Silver's down a little bit right now. Gold's down a little bit. Is this the time to chip in and get a little bit more? I'm still trying to do it myself. I did it last night, folks. You guys know. You guys probably know what I'm going to show you on a piece of paper anyways. Yeah, I got 5 more 40% silver halves, folks. This person had a $25 starting bid or best offer. You guys know how I do my offers all day long. I offered this person, this person wanted $14.14 to ship them too. So 25 plus 4, that was not going to happen. So I made my offer at $15 even, plus the 14 to ship. This person came back with a counter offer. So the counter offer was $18. Shipping was $4.14. The total, like I said, I don't care about shipping, folks. As long as I can get them for where I want to be with all combined. It was $22.14 for 5 of them. So that equals out to be, you take $22.14 Divide that by 5 equals 442 each. The melt value at the time, last time was 486. I looked at the melt value before I made the video. The 479 melt value. So there's what I do, folks. This is how I do it. It might be only 5. I get it. CoinShop Chris is only 5 more. Well, it's 5 more I didn't have. It's 5 more that comes off the market. That is how I'm doing my 40%ers right now. Don't have to be a lot. As long as you get them for what you want to get them for, don't matter the shipping to me. I add the shipping into all the costs, folks. Use the shipping as the cost. Don't let shipping scare you if it's within your cost. Never do that. Forget the shipping. If it adds in with the cost of what you want to pay, you get them under melt, hey, why not? You know, little by little, folks. I'm trying to get to 2,000 of them. That brings me to 1408 with that 5 right there. I got a little bit ways to go to get my 2,000 in the bag. But I don't know if I'll get there in time. I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, I don't care. I mean, I've done good. I've worked my rear end off to find these. Spent many hours online trying to find the best deals for myself. I'm just sharing with you all how I do it. Okay? If I was in the market for 10-ounce silver bars right now, I tell you, I would be going to Pinbacks right now and buying them up. If I had the cash to do it, I'd be buying them up. They're the cheapest around. Price them out, folks. Let's talk about the government coming in to take your silver and gold away. No, I don't think that's going to happen. All right? I don't see that going to happen. I'll tell you what I think might happen. Silver and gold will get up to a high level. Where that your high level is your high level $50 silver, is your level $75 silver, is your high level $100 silver, whatever your thinking is. Okay, let's just play it this way. You know what I said at the beginning of the silver, at the beginning of the video. I'm not selling unless I need to sell. Okay, just keep that part in back of your mind when we talk about this here. They raise it to $50 silver, $75 silver, $100 silver. Gold goes from $3,500, the all-time high. It goes to $4,000, $4,500, $5,000. Where are people's cutoff points where they're going to go and just sell it? That's how they're going to take it away from you, folks. Then, keep this in mind. What's going to happen first? The dollar going to collapse, or they're going to let it run way too much? When they think they have enough, all of a sudden the dollar collapses and goes away and will go to digital currency. And guess what? You're stuck pretty much on the digital currency because you were the one who went into selling your silver and gold when you didn't need to. Think about it that way, folks. No, I don't think they're going to come knocking on doors and say, Mrs. and Mrs. Smith, we realize you have gold, you have silver. We saw you at this coin shop. We saw you got it from Pinbacks. We saw you got a little bit from AtMax. Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't think that's going to happen, folks. All right? I just don't see them coming knocking on doors. All right? Times were different when that happened before. They didn't really come knocking on doors. They put it on the TV. They put it on in the newspapers for the most part. A lot of people didn't have TVs when that happened, actually. I don't think the TVs came in like the 50s or 60s. But regardless of the point, folks, it was in the newspapers. And they say, do right for your country. Turn in your gold. Blah, blah, blah. It's illegal to own. People buried it, folks. We've seen how all this pre-33 gold survive. People hid it. A lot of it did get melted down. A lot of it did. People trust the government back then, that day and age. Today, people don't trust governments. So, no, I don't think that's going to play out that way. Where they put it on TV, they put it on an ad on YouTube, they put it on TV, on a commercial, turn in your gold, turn in your silver. No, I don't see that happening. How I think they're going to do it is, they're going to let it run. people will get nervous, cash it out, really don't need the cash, then boom, dollar's gone. That's my prediction. Is that going to come true? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't have that crystal ball. I'm not going to eat broken glass. But I'll tell you this. Me again, I'm not selling for cash for this garbage unless I absolutely need the money to do it. And that is what your silver gold is supposed to be there for anyways, folks. Not to try to get rich, not to try to make a profit off it. It's try to protect the wealth that you already have. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, platinum, reach out to me. My email is always in the description of every single video. Try to get back to you as fast as I can. Starting to get a little bit more emails. That's okay. I'm going to get them one by one. If I don't respond with you in the first 48 hours of yours sending me the email, let me know again. Say second attempt. Wake up, CoinShop Chris, if you got to put that in there. That'll catch my attention a lot faster. I try to check my spam box at least once a day, twice a day, folks. Sometimes your emails go into my spam box. I don't get it. I don't get it. But sometimes they just float in there. I try to keep an eye on that as well. But generally, most speaking, most of your emails come right to my email box. No problems, but I do keep an eye on the spam emails just in case it just hops in there for some reason. Thank you all for watching. We will see you later this afternoon. For now, CoinShop Chris is out. Have a good morning. Have a good early afternoon. We will see you later.